Enes Kanter continues to call out and bash China. And this time, he's going after Nike as well. Now, I haven't read this article. I don't know really anything about this situation, so I'm going to be learning with you. So, this will be a bit interesting. This is from Outkick by Sam Amico. I'm glad somebody's doing this, especially from the NBA. Those guys have just shut up and dribbled when it comes to China. And when somebody did speak out, Daryl Morey, they tried to shut him up. Did everything they could to shut him up. Like, they were talking about, in the media, they were talking about him possibly getting fired for it, which is utterly insane. Utterly ridiculous. But let's get into this. It's from Outkick by Sam Amico, if I haven't said that. China has already canceled the Boston Celtics because of Enes Kanter, so clearly the Celtics center feels as if he has nothing to lose by calling out China and those who continue to do business with it. Kanter's latest target, no less than apparel power Nike, whose clients include many of Kanter's NBA peers. In fact, Nike is the official apparel company of the NBA. Yeah, all the jerseys have the Nike swoosh on them. So that's kind of weird. He's going to have to wear it. LeBron has a deal with Nike, I believe. I think that's his shoe company. So that probably makes LeBron even more upset, but I don't think he said anything yet, which is interesting. Nike claims they do not allow any forced labor in their supply chains, yet they don't have the receipt to prove it. Kanter said in a video posted to social media. They have not provided clear timelines or updates about their efforts to end this. They have not publicly committed to the steps outlined by the coalition to end Uyghur forced labor. Kanter has reportedly spoken out against the Chinese government for the past week, potentially creating a mess for the NBA, which, like many high-profile American companies, profits greatly off its relationship with the communist nation. To this point, the league office and mainstream media have been largely silent on Kanter's stand for global human rights. Here's Enes Kanter's tweet. Dear Nike, stop the modern-day slavery now. And I guess let's listen to him here.
Dear Nike, your company says that you are making a positive impact in our communities. And that is true. Yes, you are. Here in the United States, Nike stands with the Black Lives Matter. Nike stands with Stop Asian Hate. Nike stands with the Latino community. And Nike stands with the LGBTQ community. And Nike remains vocal about injustice here in America. But
and he has his opinion on those being good things, which is fine. I disagree with some of those. I mean, staying with the Latino community and the LGBTQ community, that's perfectly fine. Just the way they do it, I'm not a fan of. Just virtue signaling. I think Black Lives Matter, the organization, is terrible. And just like a terrorist organization, like Trump said at one point. I think that's absolutely true. And Stop Asian Hate is just kind of a virtue signal. Project Veritas interviewed a CNN employee, or went undercover with a CNN employee. Didn't know he was talking to Project Veritas. And he revealed that they stopped covering it because it was mostly black people committing violence against Asians. So it was kind of just virtue signal at this point. I don't think it's as big of a deal as they say it is anyway, or said it was. And it's just kind of gone away, really. It's kind of a meme now. But moving on.
when it comes to China, Nike remains silent. You do not address police brutality in China. You do not speak about discrimination against the LGBTQ community. You do not say a word about the oppression of minorities in China. You are scared to speak up. Who makes your shoes in China?
Full screen.
Do you even know? There are so many forced labor factories in China. For instance, Uyghur forced labor in modern day slavery, and it is happening right now in China. Millions of Uyghurs are currently detained, sold, and assigned to work at forced labor camps, prisons, and factories across the country.
Absolutely, and to his point about Nike staying silent about China, so are his co-workers, his fellow NBA players. They've been completely silent, and the NBA's gone as far as shutting somebody up who did speak about China, speak out against China. Haven't done anything here, it seems. Maybe they've talked to him in private, and he said, "Screw you, I'm gonna keep talking," which is a good thing, good for him if that happened. And as far as Uyghurs go, yeah, they completely ignore this, and it's a terrible thing. It's doing concentration camps over there with them, and it's just completely awful. The U.S. ignores it in general, the government. They know what's happening, they just ignore it, and they keep trying to pander to it. It's disgusting.
They are under constant surveillance, with long working hours and poor living conditions. They are subject to political re-education. They have no freedom of expression, no freedom of religion, and they are not even able to leave. Did you know that almost the entire apparel and footwear industry is tainted by Uyghur forced labor? Many well-known global brands are implicated, and yes, that includes one of the NBA's biggest sponsors, Nike. Nike claims that they do not allow any forced labor in their supply chains. Yet, they don't have the receipt to prove it. They have not publicly committed to cutting ties with the Chinese government's labor transfer scheme.
Yes, and it's been known by like everybody for a long time that Nike's participated in this. They deny it, but it's bullshit. They obviously do this. It's disgusting. Other companies do it. Apple, and maybe Samsung. I don't know who has companies over there, but if they have companies over there, they're probably participating in it. They have factories, I should say. If these companies have big factories over there, they're probably participating in this as well. And it's absolutely disgusting. Continue, Enes Kanter.
They have not provided clear timelines or updates about their efforts to end this. They have not publicly committed to the steps outlined by the coalition to end Uyghur forced labor. Don't forget, every time you put those shoes on your feet or you put that t-shirt on your back, there are so many tears and so much oppression and so much blood behind it all. Nike likes to say, just do it. Well, what are you doing about the slave labor that makes your shoes? That slave labor that makes you rich? To the owner of Nike, Phil Knight, I have a message for you. How about I book a plane tickets for us? Let's fly to China together. We can try to visit these slave labor camps, and you can see it with your own eyes. LeBron James and Michael Jordan, you guys are welcome to come too. Nike must be a participant in this. Stop with hypocrisy. Stop the modern day slavery now.
Bravo. Very well said. And he called out LeBron James and Michael Jordan. I didn't know that. He's probably pissed, LeBron. Jordan probably too. But LeBron, especially. I had no idea he called that out. But I loved how he used their line against them. Just do it. Just stop. Just move these factories to America. Bring some jobs over here. Might be more expensive, but I mean, you're using child labor over there. So just move them over here. If you're so committed to social justice, just move them over here. If you want to give the black community jobs, like like you say, you're so committed to ending racial inequality, supporting these social justice movements, and move them to Chicago or Detroit or Atlanta or somewhere with a big black population, and give them jobs. Why not? Why not, Nike? Why not? And as far as LeBron and Michael Jordan go, take them up on that offer, and the Nike owner. Do it. Put your money where your mouth is. You're so committed to promoting injustices and trying to put a stop to them. Take his offer. Why not? LeBron, you said you weren't going to shut up and dribble. How about you put your money where your mouth is? But this article isn't done yet. It says per Shoshi Cement, I say commend, of footwear news. China, along with Vietnam, is a key manufacturing hub for many major footwear and apparel brands in the U.S., according to the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America (FDRA). 68.3% of U.S. athletic footwear came from China as far back as 1996. In 2021, that percentage was 62.2%. Last week, Kanter tweeted a video that called on brutal dictator Xi Jinping and the Chinese government to free Tibet. And I'm not going to play this one. We already covered this. I didn't play the video, but I'm just not going to put this in here again. You can check out what he said in my last video if you're interested. All this is putting NBA in quite a pickle. Even if the NBA doesn't want to admit it, you can check out his full column on Outkick right here. I'm not going to do that, but you can if you want. So, I'm so glad Enes Kanter is doing this. I'm so glad he's on the Celtics, the team I support. So I can support him as well. So, Nike, I forgot, Field Knight, is that the Nike owner's name? LeBron James, Michael Jordan, take them up on that offer. Go to China, see what they're doing over there. But bravo to Enes Kanter. LeBron, put your money where your mouth is. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Comment, share. I have another channel called Thoughtful Outlaw where I talk about news in the entertainment world regarding Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, anything else I'm interested in. So check that out, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.